So when we're talking about preparation, I'm obviously the lucky one that plays about 30 times a year, so I have lots of experience leading up to events. You probably have one tournament a year, maybe two, your club championship or a big match with your friends. It's really important to get everything lined up and everything prepared perfectly so that you can achieve your goals and play really well. If you're looking at the different facets of the game, you're obviously thinking about physical preparation. That's working out, that's making sure your body is ready, seeing a physio, making sure you're staying up with everything to make your body ready. The other thing you got to think about is training and practice. How much time are you going to spend chipping, putting, driving? All those different things are going to help you achieve on the course, but if you don't plan it out, you're probably not going to get the most out of it. And then when it comes to actually executing, you need to know that your equipment's correct, you've got the right nutrition, you've got the right team around you, be that a caddy, sports psychologist, depending on how seriously you're going to take it. And as you lead up into those special events or the one event or 30 events that I play a year, you got to make sure everything is fine-tuned and ready to go. So you find yourself now getting close to the tournament. You're in that preparation mode. You've done all the homework 2 weeks, 3 weeks leading up to it. You've got a practice round and then a tournament. What are you thinking about? There's tons of things going through your head. You're probably nervous. You're probably stressed. You don't know what to do. The main thing for me is just to plan everything out. You may want to write things down. You may want to have it segmented into your sort of daily routine. A practice round's really important for that. You want to see the golf course. So have some goals before you go out there. Make sure you know what you're going to do. For me, the keys off of most holes is just to figure out a game plan. I'm going to have a yardage book. I'm going to look and see, okay, right side, left side, long, short. Just open your scanner view so you can see the whole hole and decide how you're going to play that hole. Other important things are going to be looking at greens, where you're going to miss the ball, where you're not going to miss it, certain pin locations you might see. Experience plays a huge part in that, to know where the pins might be, having played the course once or twice or 5 times before. And then the other thing for me is to try and stay focused and in tune with the golf course. When I'm on the course, I often see many different variations of guys focusing on the course during practice rounds. I personally like to play a match against someone, so I'll throw something out there. Hey, let's play $5 or $10 skins. Let's do something really specific that keeps me cued in, that I know I've got to hit this shot perfectly and execute well, because tomorrow that's going to cost me a shot or save me a shot. So I don't want to be out there just hitting shots into the space, not caring about where it goes. Stay focused during practice rounds, making sure that you're seeing the whole course, making good decisions, and get information from other players. If you know a guy that's played the course 10 times or won your club champs the last 5 years, go and ask him a question. Find some stuff out about that course specifically and get to know the lay of the land. Another good thing is to know the clubhouse, the setup, everything, where you're going to go get food, where you're going to warm up. When you get there on tournament day and you only have an hour or hour and a half, you're going to be running around trying to figure things out. So I like to time things out too, getting to the course at a certain time, warming up here, walking to the range, and preparing yourself. All those things are just going to help you calm down on the tournament day and execute so much better on that tournament day. I like to replay positive events that I've had in the past. So I'll think about a specific drive, maybe the 18th hole when I won at John Deere, see that shot flying down the fairway. When I'm stressed, that's something I can cling to so I can visually see it in my head and replay that over and over again. That's going to reinforce positive vibes. It's going to relax your body. You're dealing with stress. You're dealing with anxiety, stuff you've never maybe felt before. So you got to find ways to calm yourself down. You can work with a sports psychologist that can give you maybe better techniques or different techniques. That works for me, but you got to find ways to calm yourself down, get yourself in a happy flow state that you can execute on all your shots. Obviously, a huge part of the day is going to be nutrition and fueling. That starts the night before. For me, I have to have a really good meal before dinner. I found myself not eating enough calories during the day often, so I have a protein shake or some kind of high protein meal right before I go to bed. It can last me through the night. I can get 9 hours, 10 hours of sleep, be ready the next day. Tournament days, I don't like to go too heavy with my fueling, so it's again high protein, high carbs. Make sure you get enough calories in my bag. I often don't have as much as I used to. I used to carry tons of sweets, tons of high sugar things. For me right now, just a good hydration packet, something that'll keep your electrolytes up. Lots of hydration, water if you can, trying not too much sugar, and then just have some protein in there. You can have some beef jerky or biltong. I'm from South Africa, so we have nice dried meats when it comes to that. Nuts are also really good, get you some fats, and then anything you enjoy. You want to be happy out there as well, so don't force something in your mouth that you're not going to enjoy, because you want to be in a happy space. It's a key to have it in there. You make sure you have it the night before. You got to pack protein, carbs, hydration. Shot focused nutrition does a great job to have those things all in the same system. You don't have to worry about it. That's a simple way to do it. You can diversify and split it up yourself, but you're just going to be chasing around trying to figure things out. It's simple to have it ready to go all in one place, and shot focused nutrition really makes it easy for you. Your preparation's done. You've played the tournament. You've done well. You've got another tournament day to come. You might want to think, okay, ice bath, sauna, what does it take to get ready for the next day? That's personal. For me, an ice bath is a non-negotiable. I love doing that, and a high protein, high carb meal right afterwards just to replenish all those fuels that you've lost during the round. And then relaxation as well. Don't go out there and beat 200 balls because you're not playing well. You might want to think about maybe it was a mental aspect. Let me relax, go get the ice bath, chill, recover, rather than just grinding yourself into a pulp before the next day. Rather prepare yourself to be ready the next day than have some mental okay checkbox thing that you just have to do because you were worried or stressed. Just figure it out yourself, and it's probably the best way to go to be recovered the next day. Obviously, when you're preparing, you might get into routines and you might find ways to do things that could also turn over into a superstition. I try not to have any superstitions. The one I do have is this line on my Callaway golf ball. If I see that when hitting a long shot off the tee, my eyes are gonna be drawn to that straight line. If that's aiming at the water or the trees, not a good thing. So I just use a blank spot on top here, but your goal should be to have zero superstitions, as few as possible, good routines. Those are the things that will help you perform well. In order to play well in the tournament, you probably gotta know where you're gonna hit the ball. I have a trusty yardage book wherever I play. If the course doesn't have one, you can always build yourself one. You got Google Maps, you've got options to find things and make a cool yardage book. I've definitely done that before. Here's one of the yardage books I have. It's gonna show me distances to fairways, bunkers, and I can even write little notes in here that tell me what to avoid or what to aim for. Cool reminders that will help you perform really well. Now you've arrived at the tournament day. I hope you've done a lot of visualization before, seeing yourself playing well, seeing yourself walking down the fairway, feeling nerves, preparing yourself. If you do that many times, it's super helpful. You can do that on the course as well. If you think you're putting badly or driving badly, just relay some good positive feedback in your mind that you're hitting good shots, you're putting really well, seeing the ball go in the hole. Once you get on tournament site, obviously all bets are off. Your prep is done. Now it's just about executing. So things that you can do to get the ball in your favor, or the ball in your court. Nutrition is huge. Have it stocked in your bag. Make sure you have hydration. Make sure you have food. Make sure you've got a good night's sleep the night before. And basically just up to the clubs to do the talking from that point. You're gonna have to execute. You're gonna have to find a way to calm down. And the best way to do that is to get some practice, get extra tournament experience, and find a way to make as many birdies as you can so you can win that championship.